I just spent $400 to rent a Tesla Model 3 just to drive for Uber. And in this two-part video series, I am showing you everything from the terms of the deal, my strategy, the numbers after a week's worth of driving to help us decide, is this deal completely insane? Is it even worth it? My name's Mike, and since 2015, I've worked on most every single app and niche, thousands and thousands of trips and transactions in this gig economy, helping you with your side hustle, including, of course, Uber and rideshare. And I have to show you this because I guarantee, comment down below, renting a Tesla via Uber and Hertz to drive rideshare. Comment below, is it completely insane? Doesn't make any financial sense. So here's the initial prompt that I saw in my Uber driver app. It said, hey, you can rent a Tesla with Uber via Hertz. Tesla drivers are earning $35.52 per hour. Now, our channel goal here for you on any side hustle is $25 an hour. So that sounds pretty decent. Now, the fine print on this says drivers right here in Pittsburgh that rented a Tesla via Hertz, the same exact thing that I just signed up for, that are driving a minimum of 20 hours are, yes, averaging $35 an hour. Now, if you do drive an EV, it doesn't have to be a Tesla. On Uber or Uber Eats, you do also get an extra dollar on every single trip. And that's in addition to obviously customer tips, but in addition to Boost Plus Pay, Surge Pay, and Quests. Now, here's the thing. I actually already have experience with Tesla. I'm actually a recent owner, 2022 Model Y, and my twin brother, go check out his channel linked below, has a Model 3 Standard Range Plus, the one that I'm renting. So not only am I very familiar with the vehicle, but I'm very familiar with the platform itself. I've done this stuff for years, but doesn't it just come down to the numbers? Mathematically, how does this make sense by the numbers? Let me show you. So here's my proposal going in the Uber driver app. Now, some of these prices may vary by marketplace. This is what I got. So this Standard Range Plus, it's the standard Model 3 from Tesla, $334 a week, excluding taxes and fees. Now, what do you get for that? So 260 miles of range, and it's a rear wheel drive. Now, again, as a Tesla owner, keep in mind, if this is something that you're looking at, that 260, it's like kind of the EPA estimate for gas cars. In the real world driving, you're not going to get the full 260. Now, there's also an option, if available, for the Model 3 long range. So here bumps up the cost to $376, but you get that mileage bump, hence long range, 358 miles of range, and that one is all-wheel drive. But if you're shouting at the screen like,
dude, you don't necessarily need to pay that much, like $400 a week
is a crazy amount. If you think about like a 4-week car payment times 400, well, I mean, there's comps here. Take a look. So I could pay a lot less if my problem was I just didn't have a vehicle. So obviously you don't need to rent a Model 3. So the ending total with the fees, the taxes, etc., $392.06 due today. This is my day one. As you're watching this, I'm probably already hitting the road here. So what does it include? Okay, it does include insurance, and it also says there's supplemental insurance for $50 a week. But keep in mind, this vehicle is already classified as a TNC vehicle, a transportation network company. I mean, the partnership is Hertz and Uber, so clearly it's already set, allowed to do rideshare as far as insurance. So I'm curious what that supplemental insurance covers. Maybe a lower deductible, because the standard deductible, $1,000. We also see here a $200 refundable deposit that I might have to pay, so I'll let you know if I had to pay that. Now, as far as age, you can see in my confirmation, it says 25 plus, but the original terms of service on the Uber app said 21 plus. But again, in the fine print, it said it might vary, so that kind of makes sense here. So listen, folks, when it comes to bonus pay, offers, guaranteed pay, new features, whatever it is, on any app, on any niche, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. I'm going to give you the real here. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And by the way, If you do rideshare, delivery, food, whatever it is, any gig, check out our Amazon storefront. It's linked down below for the best accessories. But it doesn't matter, the verbiage. It comes down to the math and the numbers, and if that makes you more money, because that's all I really care about. I want you to make more money, the most money possible. So looking at the offer again here, remember, they said Pittsburgh drivers were earning $35.52 for driving at least 20 hours. So that means those drivers would gross $710.40 less that rental cost of $392.06. So that takes you down to $318.34 after that, again, $392.06 weekly cost. Divide that by 20 hours. So if a driver is doing just 20 hours, that's $15.92 per hour. Now, if you're doing 40 hours, look at this example, the gross $1420.80 minus that same weekly rental cost, then it's making more sense. So that would equate to $25.72 per hour, which meets our channel goal. But remember, I don't have to have depreciation on my personal vehicle. I don't have to have the gas expense. I don't have to have oil changes or any other maintenance costs because I'm renting this vehicle. So is $400 a week to rent a Tesla Model 3 just to drive for Uber or Uber Eats in this case? Is that, I guess, a complete ripoff? Yes and no. I think it's going to come down to how much I drive. And I'm aiming at 20 hours. Of course, I have to do everything else that I do here on the channel. Again, consider subscribing, drop a like here. But I feel like if you're going to go for this, then we saw by the numbers here, if you can drive more, 35, 40 hours, that weekly cost stays the same. That is a fixed cost. So if you can increase your gross revenue, then you're going to have a bigger margin. I promise you this is going to be a fascinating week of driving. I'm going to report back to you next week, 7 days here, at least 20 hours using a Tesla Model 3. Will I get more tips? Will I have good surge, Boost Plus pay, any Quest bonus pay, or is it going to be a complete bust? I'm excited to show you next week. So let me know your thoughts. Is it going to be a must or a bust? Down below in the comments, let me know your thoughts. If you got value in this video, drop a like. It does help out the video and the channel. Thank you. And you can also click or tap the screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.